Case study. Definition, types, steps, advantages and disadvantages. In this video, you will learn what is a case study, steps involved in a case study, types of case study, when to do a case study, where do you find data for a case study, advantages of a case study, and disadvantages of a case study. So let's get started. What is a case study? A case study is a detailed study of a specific subject such as a person, group, place, event, organization, or phenomenon. Case studies are good for describing, comparing, evaluating, and understanding different aspects of a research problem. A case study research design usually involves qualitative methods, but quantitative methods are sometimes also used. Case studies are commonly used in social, educational, clinical, and business research. Steps involved in a case study. Step 1. Select a case. Step 2. Build theoretical framework. Step 3. Collect data. Step 4. Describe and analyze. Let's look at each step in detail. Step 1. Select a case. Once you have developed your problem statement and research questions, you should be ready to choose a specific case that you want to focus on. A good case study should have the potential to provide new or unexpected insights into the subject, challenge or complicate existing assumptions and theories, propose practical courses of action to resolve a problem, open up new directions for future research. Step 2. Build theoretical framework. To ensure that your analysis of the case has a solid academic grounding, you should conduct a literature review of sources related to the topic and develop a theoretical framework. This means identifying key concepts and theories to guide your analysis and interpretation. Step 3. Collect data. There are many different research methods you can use to collect data on your subject. Case studies tend to focus on qualitative data using methods such as interviews, observations, and analysis of primary and secondary sources, for example, newspaper articles, photographs, official records. Sometimes a case study will also collect quantitative data. Step 4. Describe and analyze. In writing up the case study, you need to bring together all the relevant aspects to give as complete a picture as possible of the subject. Make sure to give contextual details about the case, connect it back to the literature and theory, and discuss how it fits into wider patterns or debates. Types of case study. Collective case studies, descriptive case studies, explanatory case studies, exploratory case studies, instrumental case studies, intrinsic case studies. Let's study them in detail. Collective case studies. These involve studying a group of individuals. Researchers might study a group of people in a certain setting or look at an entire community. For example, psychologists might explore how access to resources in a community has affected the collective mental well-being of those who live there. Descriptive case studies. These involve starting with a descriptive theory. The subjects are then observed and the information gathered is compared to the pre-existing theory. Explanatory case studies. These are often used to do causal investigations. In other words, researchers are interested in looking at factors that may have caused certain things to occur. Exploratory case studies. These are sometimes used as a more in-depth research. This allows researchers to gather more information before developing their research question and hypothesis. instrumental case studies. These occur when the individual or group allows researchers to understand more than what is initially obvious to observers. Intrinsic case studies. This type of case study is when the researcher has a personal interest in the case. When to do a case study. A case study is an appropriate research design when you want to gain concrete, contextual, or in-depth knowledge about a specific real-world subject. It allows you to explore the key characteristics, meanings, and implications of the case. Case studies are often a good choice in a thesis or dissertation. They keep your project focused and manageable when you don't have the time or resources to do a large-scale research. You might use just one complex case study where you explore a single subject in depth or conduct multiple case studies to compare and eliminate different aspects of the research problem. Where do you find data for a case study? Archival records, census records, survey records, and name lists are examples of archival records. Direct observation. This strategy involves observing the subject, often in a natural setting. While an individual observer is sometimes used, it is more common to utilize a group of observers. Documents. Letters, newspaper articles, administrative records, etc. are the types of documents often used as sources. Interviews. Interviews are one of the most important methods for gathering information in case studies. An interview can involve structured survey questions or more open-ended questions. Participant observation. When the researcher serves as a participant in events and observes the actions and outcomes, it is called participant observation. Physical artifacts. Tools, objects, instruments, and other artifacts are often observed during a direct observation of the subject. Advantages of case study. Allows researchers to capture information on the how, what, and why of something that's implemented. Gives researchers the chance to collect information on why one strategy might be chosen over another. Permits researchers to develop hypotheses that can be explored in experimental research. Disadvantages of case study. It cannot necessarily be generalized to the larger population, cannot demonstrate cause and effect, it may not be scientifically rigorous, it can lead to bias. I hope this video will be helpful for you. Thank you for watching this video.